So this year I had a gigantic bill come out of nowhere. So it was a multi-eight-figure bill that was required to get paid in 72 hours in cash. I, thankfully had that available to me, but I had obviously different plans for that money than dealing with this gigantic bill that I had to all of a sudden pay within 72 hours. Basically, the moment between when I got the news to me paying it to then kind of reflecting back, because it almost felt so fast, where it was like, I've got all these plans, and then boom, this happens, and then 72 hours later, it's like, wow, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do kind of moving forward from this? And there's this great quote by Marcus Aurelius, which is, "What are you so afraid of losing when nothing in this world belongs to you?" And I really thought a lot about that, which it's like, I can't take it with me in the end. And so being sad about losing something that was never really mine anyways, like I'm going to have to push all my chips to the middle of the board when the game's over. I'm going to have to cash my chips in, somebody else, other people are going to distribute my chips when I die. And so it's like, I'm really just a steward of these chips. I'm just renting these chips for a minute. To be upset and to ruin the one thing that that is finite, which is the present moment, for something that actually doesn't affect how I live. So this is the second piece. This is actually kind of a utilitarian perspective. It really helped me. By losing that money, I asked myself, what does this change about what I do? What does this change about my life? It doesn't change the food I eat. It doesn't change where I live. It doesn't change where I work. It doesn't change what I do. It actually changes nothing. All it changed was just like, in my mind, I had an expectation of the future that changed. That was it. And I said, okay, because of this thing that existed in my mind, I am choosing to punish myself for not having seen this, or not paying attention, or whatever number of reasons I could blame myself for. But at the end of the day, I was like, okay, so you just get to pick how long you want to beat yourself up for. And I was like, well, what am I so afraid of losing if nothing in this world belongs to me? This wasn't mine to begin with. And so that really kind of helped me quell that kind of negative thought pattern pretty quickly. So to put a little comedic spin on this, Mark Twain, which has some of the best quotes like ever, by the way, he said, "I've lived through many terrible tragedies. Only some of them actually happened." And so it's like, most of us suffer almost exclusively in our minds.